In this modern, ever-changing world, take a pause and imagine how our lives would be without something as ordinary as communication. Hi, I'm Aahana, and I believe that communication can change the world. Aptly voiced to a professor of business communication. But for this wonderful world of communication, we modern millions would live alone. When we ponder upon that quote, we realize that it refers to the inevitable truth that without communication, we would all feel isolated and lonesome. When I say that communication should be listed as one of our utmost priorities, I'm indicating that communication is crucial to create an impact, to inspire, and to even execute actions with positive outcomes. It's a needed skill to get more innovative ideas out into the world, especially in times such as these, when communication is more and more important each day. So we need to virtually put our hands together and start communicating and discussing ideas amongst more and more people for the betterment of the world, especially the youth. An ideal example of the process of being inspired and executing an idea would be of Bill Gates reading a piece of communication that inspired and pushed him to take actions, to take immediate actions and create impacts. Communication affects us in several manners and can change our perspective for the better or the worse. When we watch, listen to, or read a piece of communication, whether it makes us feel content, melancholy, inspired, or more, we almost always end up learning something new, which can either push or demotivate us depending on what has been communicated and how we perceive it. I'd like you all to go down memory lane and reminisce an experience we all have had in our childhoods. It's when one friend says "cutty" to another, which refers to punishing the other one by not communicating, making them feel secluded. So here, I would like to emphasize the importance of communication. We would be like islands without it, disconnected and disjointed. I won't say that communication has always led to solutions, as it does have the ability to create confusion or even issues as well. But one thing I do firmly believe is that any and every problem can be solved through proper communication, whether it be a personal relations, national, or international issues. Research shows that mental health is also heavily associated with the ability to communicate, as humans are social creatures that crave communication. Bad communication skills can lead to us being more prone to developing mental disorders, which makes up for unhealthy relationships, isolation, worsening physical health, and more adverse effects. I would now like to draw your attention to the creation of the UNO, a world body founded after World War II, in which we witnessed much bloodshed. It's where countries could engage with the dialogue and settle their issues to prevent further complications. Another instance seen in world relations would be that talks are being opened up by the government to speak with opposition leaders to come up with permanent solutions to multiple issues. These instances, along with many others unmentioned, prove that communication can indeed change and have an impact on the world. Now, nearing the end of my speech, I would like to mention something very close to my heart that I myself have experienced. In times such as these, when we all need moral support and compassion, we often get lost in our own worlds, shutting down and devoting hours and hours to our work, locked in our rooms, struggling to reach our goals, worrying about the coming future, and forgetting to communicate with our families and friends. I urge each and every person listening to this to start communicating again, as it not only affects you, but the people around you as well. Communication is essential and helps us in various ways, including better mental and physical health, healthy relationships, worldly relations, and even inspiration. People who communicate well can be considered to be emotionally intelligent, who can handle hard situations and their emotions very well, and even to their own advantage at times. So, I reiterate that communication is an overall remedy to almost all the problems we face in life. Communication as a process and communication technology is the key to all answers. Communication can and will change the world. Thank you.